We've all accepted it. Glaive is Polish, ENCE is Polish, and they've got a dream to try and create here in Katowice.
Yeah, Vitality have everything except Poland. So we'll see how much that advantage matters as the first kill goes the way of the Poles. Up on Vertigo, this used to be the map that ENCE could count on no matter what else went wrong in a series.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not ENCE.
Well,
9.
Quick fight out from ZywOo. That one gets denied. They're trying to charge at this before bomb goes down. They want all the blood. They want the blood shed. And, well, they lose their heads. It's Glaive. Of course it's Glaive. Coming off of his career highest HLTV rating the other day, taking down his ex-organization. It's been a great week for Glaive.
And the way that he interviews, he's always just amazed when people are complimenting him. He's so gracious all the time. 4 times major winner is sort of every day wakes up impressed at himself. He's a very humble guy. You know, he really does kind of take it.
Yes, sir.
So
both of them having moved through the play-in, now playing at the group stage of Katowice.
Full credit to them. They put together rosters that other teams could have taken months to put together.
Yep. Under
way better circumstances, and we'd still be impressed.
Well, circumstances looked good here in round 3 for ENCE, and suddenly we're talking about a 5 versus 3 to Vitality's favor. That original ramp peek from Flamesy off the Galil, ZywOo catching a stray down ramp as well, Spinks hitting a deagle headshot, making it look all the easier, and uh-oh, the first speed bump of the night. ENCE just losing out to a round that had 2 rifles at the start of it. And this is, I think, just another instance of the talent that goes from the top to the bottom of Vitality. 4 players coming through with a frag. Flames getting caught out and figuring out what Glaive is up to.
Yeah, beating Astralis is impressive enough, and it's a nice memory for Glaive. Getting to the group stage by beating Mongols, that's also great. Not winning the clutch is not that great, but losing it to Vitality also.
I think we're going to see levels of confidence come out from Vitality this evening in this head-to-head. Plays like this one from Flamesy, who goes down ramp, who's got great shadow advantage over the bridge. Those shadows casting forward and giving him all the info he needs to keep him blocked off. I'm sure ENCE right now just feels suffocated here in the 4th round. Maybe they get Goofy out middle. Maybe ZywOo gives them room, but to ask for room from ZywOo, who the hell are you? Spinks looks to tether off him. Nice coverage given out from Glaive. ZywOo right back at it. That's snap.
Damn.
A little flick of the wrist, and ça suffit. That's that. Tied up at 2.
C'est magnifique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so. Apex kicks it off. Diha, doesn't play Xbox with the headshot angle, waiting for the push, but definitely, climbing up and exposes himself entirely.
It's just the beginning, I swear.
I know, like 50 bucks? Because he could have been blind. Well, okay. Maybe they paid one of his teammates.
Oh, God, it's good. It's good. It's just pistols, but it's a nice sign for Mezzy, I think, to have an uptick at the start of this map. Mezzy is, I would put him in the same boat as Apex, finishing the year strong, giving us these high hopes that Vitality are untouchable, and then a quick dose of reality. Oof, eats that flashbang. Barrels back slightly, 15 seconds. CT's, they are still very much in this B site. Spinks holding on to close, but ooh, nice headshot from Kylar. Mezzy off construction gets the 1. Goofy pulling a thread towards the A site makes things interesting, but that's what they needed. A kill that establishes the fallback from the site if needed. Apex, he's kept an eye on it. Can confidently assume nobody's back quad. Green, a high likelihood, and it is indeed occupied by Kylar. Support behind him from Hades. No more utility, but 2 rifles ready to hold off what's left of this retake. Nice quick swing out from Apex, and Hades, he allows for them to cross over, hoping to catch him off guard. Krieg hits the headshot nice and swiftly, and as he tries to keep his head down, Flamesy takes it off, coming through with Vitality's 4th.
Ooh, got nervous seeing Flamesy be that tall. Decided to crouch, made it really awkward for his spray. Nice first shot from Hades, but no clutch right now.
Kylar tucked in. He was on his own, but now Glaive has come to join him with a third player just behind them, and Bomb not far off either. They're looking to get into the B play, but this corner occupied by Mezzi nets them nothing. Wow. Perfectly pulled apart here in the B site, and an excellent round for ENCE to add to their collection. ZywOo thinking about middle, takes a ton of damage. His nade goes in deep. There's a duel won by Apex on the A site. Do Vitality take the chance at this retake?
Whoa. But this smoke should solidify it.
Yeah, incendiary as well, right? You want to push through that. There's a sea of flames that awaits you. And I'm not talking about your teammate, ZywOo. Ooh, catches Hades. He knows the other one's behind the box. Here they go. Oh. Pressing in. And it falls on Glaive with his 16 health to swing. He gets the bomb diffuser off, and the time's going to decide this time. Apex, he could not afford to take that bullet to the face. Smoke comes up a little bit late. Glaive isolating the duel and winning this one out for ENCE.
I don't know how they got that close to winning the round. I thought they were just going to give up because of time alone, but kills kept coming their way. At least they have D side.
Again, though, this ramp fight so consistent and more often than not to the favor of Vitality. Glaive, I love it.
Glaive's been consistent on this ramp fight and more than just this match. He's been very good on Vertigo for this because they've actually done so much better. And it's like, yeah, but they still haven't won anything.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, getting excited about like a week of form, basically. So, yeah. I guess I can be excited about Glaive and ENCE right now. But in terms of his career, no one will be talking about this. It will only be the results. Whether it's actually making it to playoffs.
We'll give it more time. For now, it's a nice flash in the pan.
Yeah, or any tournament wins.
ZywOo not allowed to hold on to his gun.
Let's go!
There we go. Cuban bringing the heat.
It's a way low util buy. No op in play for Vitality. Big opportunity for ENCE.
Smoke fading, exposes the one in the open. Flamesy just taking straight up duels. ZywOo looking to trade frag this as Apex also goes down. That's 2 picks. He leans all the way back. Instant dink from Hades on the Galil, and ZywOo sent sailing.
See ya.
That ramp setup gets completely dismantled, and now ENCE are poised to take an excellent lead. While the ramp control was working out for Vitality out of the gate, this is just turned back upside down. Mezzi, nothing. As 3 players try to face him into the B site, it's going to have to be Spinks 1v4. They're right in front of him, and he gets nothing either. 4 strong. ENCE strong.
Hell yeah. They've had some pretty strong first halves, though, I've seen.
Oh, that's gross.
Oof, right before the jump.
Yep.
That's good. That's justice. He's only going to find 1 on B steps. The rotations, therefore, are not coming in just yet. He doesn't even know about this one guy. Yeah, this works out very well for ENCE.
Just missed the timing. There could have been a deagle in their back, and instead ZywOo trying to chase the A-ramp play now. It's a little bit too late. Apex tries to spam through smoke, gets nothing for his efforts. 2 deagles that are indeed in a position to pinch all this. Oh my God, through the floor. Hades takes it to the face, survives and responds, and Mezzi, far too much to ask of him here in round 11. Looking for something, a kill, anything to take ENCE down a peg, but they are looking strong. And it all comes down to some nasty timing.
Yes.
ZywOo, poor guy, chasing ghosts towards that B site. Flamesy set up and waiting for the crane walk up, but if Glaive comes around short, this will avoid him. Apex, nice headshot though. They disassemble the boost instantly, trying to hold on to this 5v3 to close out the half. We've got 25 seconds left for ENCE to get their 8th. And it's going to come down to the ramp hit, bomb included. Apex pressing along. Gets his ding, sketchy. He doesn't get that kill. It's kind of weird. And oddly enough, it still leaves the possibility of the round win here in the hands of ENCE. There's a trade frag from the back line as Hades gets one and survives on a single point of health. Kylar, what does he do? He's got to plant the bomb. No other choice. They go for the spam. They deny it. And this one just gets a little wacky. Mistakes were made. Hades survives the half on a single point of health. It's a 5th added to Vitality's tally before they take to the T side. Ooh, look at this booby trap setup. We got Hades with his head down. We got Goofy up top with Berettas. Glaive's going to draw the attention out. Oh, you think this is going to go well, Vitality, but you're wrong. Chewed through like it's nothing. 4 kills and even Mezzi flashed as he tries to get anything going back. That could not have been better Sorry, Mezzi, you got an entire camp of players on the other side of it. You got that slow flank coming from the last piece. This is a perfectly placed pistol setup. Glaive calls it quick.
Because it is MR12, and they are the team that are going to suffer amazing upsets and upsetting upsets, excuse me.
Beautiful timing from Mezzi on the first kill. We saw that jump over the wood wall, but even on the jump, he didn't see Mezzi just slide under him. So the Tech-9s burst through to the B site again, setting up the possibility of the plant. We got Apex's Deagle finding a mark, but fast flank wastes no time. Diha getting back the man advantage, leaving just these whittled down Tech-9 players, the hopes and dreams of Vitality, looking for that plant, still alive as Flames goes deep over the smoke, into the CT spawn, and very quickly over towards A, with an M4 to work with.
Yeah, no one cutting off his cross. He knew exactly what he wanted to do in that moment, which makes me feel like he's quite sharp about how he's going to play this out in the end. Thing is, the two normal options would be short or on the ramp here for the CTs to try to clear him out. That means he needs to take one headshot fight fast. But honestly, he doesn't have room to escape from the other. I mean, both of them are going to have to be headshots.
There's one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, back into the cover, confirming Hades too. Flames swings and Hades makes sure, not today. Not this time. Not as ENCE continue to collect a 10th round to the board.
Okay, yeah.
And snappy.
It's been a couple of roster moves since. I was making the ENCE 9 thing again.
Okay.
That was messing me up because of Diha.
Oh, Kylar. Ahead of it as well, right? That smokes up. T's are thinking, nah, they're going to give us a little room. I do like that ENCE get disruptive with it. Comfortable 5v3 here, cutting one off of the cross. Kylar, Goofy combining again, and no entry, none allowed. Spinks gets the headshot as Zywoo falls empty-handed. That is only Spink's second kill of this map. His nade, nearly finishing off Goofy, but that is an 11th out of ENCE, and as previously said, we are deep in the territory of a stomp.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, and with a 2-14 scoreline, I mean, that only amplifies.
Uh-oh. Miss CT smoke. It's a bit thin. Here we go, Apex over the top. Oh, Diha, beautiful! Ooh. Triple kill like it's nothing. Mezzi's gonna get the 1D in, but this is an immovable, rock-solid version of ENCE.
You really don't want to get too excited about, you know, any map in CS2 that doesn't finish. But now that it's 12-5, and you see the plays that are happening, they're only growing in momentum. It's like, wow. Looking back on all the previous maps that ENCE have had at this event.
Time's long gone. But here he is, taking a chunk out of Vitality tonight. Diha trying to open up, but it's Hades from the short side, double through the tarp.
Talk to him.
Sets him down. And a 5v3 to try and lock in map one. Mezzi looking to reopen the possibility of Vitality, extending this opening map. Puts Vitality back. Like walking through sludge towards this A site. As Diha's set up on sandbags, he will peek into Spinks, and that headshot fast enough to put the A play under question. Glaive pushes ahead of the smoke grenades, wants to hold off on short, but he made movements and sound on the way in, so they're on high alert. They have been corralled to the crane. This is their only option in. Spinks versus Glaive. He loses the duel to the Danish IGL. And as Mezzi's hands are busy, Flames has to give good cover. The threat of that smoke push was high, but nobody actually comes through. We've got one on headshot, keeping his head down as they have lost track of Glaive. He works back around the crane.
He knows
that's his teammate.
Yeah, he knows he's been squeezed. That's a perfect play.
Sat down by Tarp, he goes back into them, softening them up and trying to end this. But Flamesy, he comes back around fighting. Goofy's got one, Hades the last. And just like that, we've got ENCE map up over Vitality. Ladies and gentlemen, Poland in Katowice is a whole other beast. This core has taken a real chunk out of Vitality. And I'm not talking about squeezing some 13-11 off the board. A stomp to kick off this best of three. Hades and Diha leading the charge. We got Jakey and MC on the numbers tonight. Bringing you the POVs of this bloodbath. Mezzi, quick attempt to hold back Temple. Doesn't find his mark. Apex kind of leaning between both attacks, both avenues, both routes being taken here by ENCE. Nicely done by Spinks. There he is, all map long, back on Vertigo. His absence was, unfortunately, deafening. And now Hades will be definitely trying to claw this back. We've got the entirety of what's left of Vitality stuck down in the dark room. Not that he knows this, but he picked up the bomb and he tucked into platform, but he dodged the first threat. And now ENCE, they're just going to pull off the bomb site. They're going to give space over to Vitality, who then throw a smoke on top of bomb and tap. And that tap is going to elicit any kind of a response. Glaive comes back in from Temple, gives up his death. Hades, it's a fresh mag and a 10-second stick. He's trying to duel with Flamesy, who picks it up with Berettas, and Vitality will take CT Pistol.
Gotta trust the stick. You see how they come flying around every corner, spraying basically, no matter what gun they have?
Feels like if Hades catches Flamesy off guard, then that kill really guarantees it. Hold on, no way. Double Galil kill coming out from Goofy. He's got a third one on a silver platter, but Apex makes sure to draw blood back. And that immediately cools off what could have been a crazy round for ENCE to just stampede into A. So getting proactive is Apex. If he can get into the back line of the river push, that would be one thing, but this three-player pack is already up inside of E-Box. Spinks looking to improve from the first map, doesn't get the best of Diha, leaves pressure on ZywOo and Apex, and that's one of them confirmed. They start to head the other way. They've got to cut their losses and lick their wounds. This is an immediate bounce back out of ENCE.
That's a statement. I mean, this is the kind of story that you see happen when it's a dominant team versus an underdog. It's usually a dominant team. They stomp the first map, then the second map, they give up a pistol, then they bounce back instantly. This is happening to Vitality. He has had a wild ride.
And I mean, it's crazy that like,
as the owner of this team.
Polish cores haven't even had a match win or a map win in years. All of a sudden, we've got Rebels and ENCE knocking on the Spodex door. Kylar creeping in wonderfully here and dealing with both Mezzy and Spinks. And his performance back on Vertigo was a welcome sight. Again, when it goes beyond Hades, we were looking at Goofy for months. Kylar's going to fall, bomb plant's canceled. Glaive's got covered deep from Diha. And Kylar should be proud. Makes mincemeat of that B site. Here we go, a little active play from Vitality. Let's see if their guns can make a difference, because you can't get stomped on map one and the second. Oh,
the confidence.
E-Box with the SMG still. I mean, Mezzy's feeling doomed here. 39 health. Oh, wow, he turns it even blind. The fact he's able to kill Kylar is huge, but a chance for Glaive to double down on the entry. CT set scrambling. We see ZywOo making his move. Apex shapes Diha off of the bomb site. And that will still be bombed down.
I much prefer this deep smoke.
Oof, ZywOo finds timing on flank, and that is Hades canceling the plant, potentially delivering the bomb to the Temple player if he pushes through. They know Long is compromised, but ZywOo actually didn't stick around back there. He goes back to bridge instead, which is a great play to cut off any potential river rotation. Goofy just caught out in the no man's land, and Hades forced into the 1v3 clutch with a clean tap deep. He gets the first one down. And that reactivates ZywOo from watching on bridge back to holding long. Oh, what a wonderful clutch this would be from Hades.
He set it up perfectly. I mean, ZywOo's slow flanking. Hades can clear out behind him fast, so he doesn't have to worry about that ever. Even though ZywOo's been missing, it's not part of his inventory anymore.
2 taps down long to get Apex off the play. Silence here as Vitality get on site. ZywOo showing him a little skin, but Hades can't make the most of the chance he had. That headshot connects, and Flamesy's up next, but Vitality will answer early on.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just important to know that someone ate the flash more than you actually clear the area out. In this case, it doesn't really matter.
Ooh, lost duel. Flamesy gets active. Goofy picks it up in the smoke. 3 caught. Ooh. And Apex bomb delivered. Not to mention that early damage out of Flames is going to prime Apex wonderfully. Spinks tries to press out from Temple while Hades, yeah, he's going to look the wrong direction. So CT's corralling the kills inside of A. 15 to the clock and Diha to the clutch. Apex pressing down. Ooh. Excuse me. Mezzy is there to close it out. His first on the round. Him and Spinks survive, and Vitality tie the game at 3. Vitality start to lean that second player back. ZywOo's not going to miss his shot on the approach. Missed Molotov as well out from the tees. That would have been burning ZywOo out of this position. It would have exposed him to Goofy. Instead, ZywOo finds a safe pocket. And his Sanctuary holds off ENCE entirely. One missed utility just leans itself into the favor of Vitality. So strong, so easy there for ZywOo.
Yeah.
Has been easier than maybe it should be. We'll see if there's an opening there to exploit as we get Flamesy leaning back closer to the site with ZywOo, who, while blind, picks up Hades, goes back in for second servings. Oh, ZywOo! Oh!
Come on.
3 kills, him and Flames locking it down like it's nothing. ENCE thinking they could serve up an A split. They get rocked. And Diha desperate to get anything going. ZywOo knows you're there.
Sniff him out.
Yeah, you're not getting past this. It's a full house between ZywOo and Flames.
Yeah, my man is sharp right there. Ultimately, is like, it feels like you obviously don't see him off that often. More often than not, but still not that often compared to other oppers. But you just wonder what his stats would be like if he did op even more. Or maybe he does have. Maybe he has that Goldilocks zone of opping to rifling ratio, where if he did overdo it, it wouldn't be so nice. Who knows? Who knows what goes on in that mind? Mind of the Woo.
Ooh, quick pressure, trying to cross. That Tech-9 swarm can be deadly, but Mezzy holds the line just like that. Crack of the whip, and the last one's down. Woo! Man, those Tech-9s got out quick. Some good strafes going on.
Usually you see a bad spray like that and it's over.
Yeah, first player's got 3 players in separate spots. Luckily, Mezzy lines them up. Look at this pack, all spread out around Spinks.
Yeah.
Mezzy, good target selection.
Attack! What you doing, mate? Go with your teammate! Fucking newbie!
Bring in the soccer ball. Sorry, the football.
Football. Playing ping pong.
Big pong.
Oh man, iced out. Apex, he's doing a lot better. 11-5 as he takes over the top mid bridge control. Smoke comes down towards the B site. Diha looking for the entry. We saw great things from his Mac 10. And he's got a player on a position familiar to ENCE. Spinks gonna lock it in. Apex just throws himself at this hold. Attempt at the spray control. Diha's gonna let this one slide. Apex is everywhere all the time.
Yeah, that's nice.
Looking for the dark room fight, but nobody's there to give it to them. So this could be a way to peel a player off the B hit. Diha flashed in. Oh, nice hold by Spinks. Goes for the wide open angle. Still concerned about the long hit. And indeed, the bomb is inbound. But every time it's Apex just attacking the sides, jabbing you in the gut, never giving you any room.
He's so good at timing that flank rotation fast.
Yeah.
With the shots to the side. He does that a lot, actually.
You know, it always feels like a stick up when it's Apex. Just when you think you got your sight hit going, Apex gonna stab you in the side. That stiletto between the ribs. And then he gives it a twist as he talks his shit. And it's a fair one, because Vitality lead 9-3. Although we already are in Poland. It's a 9-3 comfortable lead for the T side of Vitality on a map they love to win. So let's see if they can make it quick. Push this series to the decider of Nuke. Diha, give it a chance with the dual Berettas, gets as many kills as he has guns. There's damage here on Apex, who couldn't get up the rugs. Hades, nice second shot.
Not too bad.
Leaves us in the 1v1.
Flamesy does not know where Goofy could be, and he is in one of the most unlikely spots possible. Looking for a late catch on this rotation, and Goofy will not hear this, but you will hear. Now you just gotta time this. There's no plan coming in just yet. And because of that, he's got to know that Flamesy is just sitting tucked, right?
No.
Oh my God.
So well played. Well played. Here's Goofy flanking fast, sits in the corner and lets him make his move.
I mean, that was a little bit fast to run down when you know Flamesy can also hear you.
Yeah. Unless he only dropped assuming he had waited long enough and maybe Flamesy would be deeper.
Do you think, or would you have thought so? I mean, if you were on the bridge.
If I was on the bridge, I would have thought he heard me.
Yeah.
But
Better believe he did too.
Yeah, the way he did that wide swing.
Yeah, that's the thing that didn't really make.
He's just looking for it, man. So they're going to be set back to USPs. This is looking like a quick one. Vitality going to crank that dial. Put it on hot. Flamesy, one shot in with the MAC-10. Goofy's USP will answer a quick fight down from camera. Ooh, Mezzy. It's messy. 4 kills with the Galil like it's nothing. ZywOo can smell you. Not going to let his guard down, but actually jumps up into Goofy, who luckily isn't hiding in the corner, has an earlier angle than ZywOo expects, and puts us back 3v3. That's 2 CTs inside of the B site. Bomb starts to head back to A. They want to dodge it.
Good play.
Yep.
I mean, they expose themselves so much out of camera. Or sorry, not at all out of camera.
Nice hold. Op up. Ooh, great to Apex between the eyes and pushes Flamesy to the clutch. Smoke doesn't quite extend to the bomb site, so now he knows he's doomed. Goes for the camera kill. He will get that one, but nice 3-piece from Hades.
Yeah, that is. So at least we know when they get the good guns, they have a good chance as well. Their one attempt, they stick the landing. Great sequence from Hades. Wow. Great last shot as well.
2 headshots. Overkill. Ooh, ENCE feeling like they got wiggle room this round. It is correct. We have majority pistols for Vitality, but they've got Goofy in the open. And there was no support there. Glaive went back.
Surprisingly broke. And I think that ENCE were not treating this as an anti-force or an anti-eco.
At least Kylar gets that, but then he extends into what would have been the pack that had his teammate's gun. Goofy delivered this M4 on a silver platter, and it's already coming back to haunt ENCE. Glaive up next, thinking about the same peak. ZywOo ready, and even though he doesn't get the kill, Apex there to finish it off. We've got a 3v2. Guns.
They're just so perfect in their movements right now. Diha versus essentially 3, all convening on this one spot, and they might just walk in right beside him. Oh my god! And it wasn't even one of the rifles.
No way.
A single shot from the Deagle of Spinks, and the round is over. Plant goes down. Obviously, it's just objectively more risky, I should say, to do this versus ecoing players because they're more erratic. The game plans are more erratic on eco rounds. You could be trying to stop a rush or something like that, but you could do that with pre-mollies and nades and doubling up on sites, right? So I'm going to assume. I didn't see the full sort of outlook on this opening setup. But do you want to put your rifles at close range to pistols on rounds like this when it's like...
Ooh, he's looking to the left, but there's actually a player on the plat to the right, so the pistol's going to have to get the duel. AK wins that one. Op's going to try to come get him. That's a good recovery from Hades for now. It frees up a bunch of long control, but we can also get Vitality sliding down into the A site in the meanwhile. Long-range fight here from the M4. Mezzy trying to squeeze in with the fountain play. Glaive gets aggressive down the river. And this is good control from Glaive. This is a big fight, but ZywOo's going to win it. Wastes no time taking his head off. They know where Hades was. They know where Hades probably is. And they know that this one should be easy to wrap up. We go back to Vertigo. It's a beautiful win for ENCE. It's not even close with that 13-6 score line. And this one should be a bitter stomp, but Hades still fighting tooth and nail. Gets into the cover, but just fell for the ruse. Decides to walk it back. And as he does so, Mezzy doesn't ever need to cross. ZywOo fakes it once. Hades comes out from camera, missed shots, and that's gonna be his demise. Had he hit that, we know he's got the talent to follow up on the re-peak, but instead it is Vitality answering back. And not with some crazy ZywOo performance, nay, with Apex putting his money where his mouth is. A 19-kill map to take it 13-4 and push our series into Nuke. Talk about being set up to succeed. Molotov for the top hut. Flames burns his smoke, perfectly applied. Hangs onto the angle, makes the most of it with 1 kill. Goofy comes out, trade is there. No follow-up. Apex uses the whole mag, gets a reload in. And Spinks is here from main to try and help. It's man advantage for Vitality, taken back off of Hades. And then both can leave.
Perfect setup into the mid rounds. Well, now the late round, I guess, 2v2. Yeah, he knows it's going to be, this is the only plant available for no utility as long as you have someone to cover heaven.
Mezzi sat here and he's got a flash ready to get ZywOo out from vent. Flashback sight serving up the distraction, but Hades has departed into hut and looking to now come back into the bomb site. ZywOo caught on the front of it. He gets his headshot, as will Mezzi, and Apex. Yeah, a little relief as it's Vitality's CT side to kick it off.
Yeah, you said ZywOo got caught, and I think, you know.
Mezzi with the FAMAS up. Two fights, 2 fronts. Ooh, meant to be assistance. Apex gets rattled, and Hades, well, he's gonna follow through with the double kill. ZywOo holds on to the bomb site. That's the 2 frags from Secret, but his gun goes dry. And so does his hold. Flames and Spinks silently approaching down from the vents. Blinded doesn't matter. Flamesy perfect tracking with the MP9. Grenade gets a huge chunk of Spinks off the play.
Now it's tough to plant.
Door open off of that frag as well, I believe. So now suddenly they're feeling pinched, but so is the bomb site. Oh, Goofy comes through with a headshot. The force buy working out wonderfully for ENCE if they can finish off the quarter health of Spinks. The single door still shut. No cover.
They have control side.
He swings it wide. Goofy putting a couple shots out. Both these T's getting back into this. And as they close the 1 door, Spinks is looking around on site for tools for the drop. There it is, the smoke grenade that ZywOo's corpse dropped.
Didn't see the plant, though.
He taps it once. Goofy's got to come out from window. Goofy's going to gun him down. Smoke a little bit off the mark. And the force buy works out.
I wonder if the smoke was like to trick you.
It's your truth.
Basically, no one's getting it right, in my opinion.
Fast play from Kylar. ENCE gonna crank. Wow, what a contrast to the last round where it was all posturing, all positioning. This time it's ferociousness, and Kylar rewarded. Blindsiding Spinks, a second headshot, and that's ZywOo. It's also Flames stuck up top with his double kill right back. He's gotta take damage on the fall down. Diha chases Apex, and it's man advantage out of ENCE. What an opening from Kylar. And this is no longer the Kylar of 9 who struggled individually. The Kylar of ENCE is sharp.
Let's touch the Skylar.
But they're getting active. They're still trying to move this one forward. CTs don't want to fall back. Mezzi, it's the 1 headshot that he needed. He's going to peek. They line up and they close him. Hades to keep ENCE in their winning ways. A 4-1 T-side start.
That's fire right now. That is brewing under ENCE. I mean, of course, it's Katowice. Of course, it means a little bit extra to them, but that alone does not get you to playoffs. There has been no team since Virtus Pro to do anything significant in a Polish lineup, you know, for many years. So,
Kylar looking at this, they must not have heard that squeaky door open downstairs.
Yeah, they must have timed it.
They're playing this perfectly. Kylar, this is going to be another round where he's going to open it up.
Oh, shoots right away. There's another CT above him. He could easily give this up.
Oh, Apex, it's just the 1 and done.
Great trade.
And Kylar's going to lead the charge downstairs. That's that extra space already guaranteed. And because the door's open, if anybody comes peeking Spinks, he's going to go right into the scope of Hades, you'd assume. Comfortable bomb plant from Glaive, perfectly finagled, plus Diha's flanking. This is excellent. ENCE, there are layers on this one, and it is going to be a guaranteed 6-1 T-side lead. My, oh my. Let this reality sink in. World's #1 in a map 3, down 6-1. And ENCE, I mean, it's not like ENCE are getting through these rounds by the skin of their teeth, Mohan. This is ENCE in commanding fashion. And the runway is getting short.
They've got to be sweating about that a little bit. There's no way they're not taking this very seriously.
Every step of the way. Pressure mounting in this series, but ZywOo's going to alleviate it ever so slightly. We've seen Apex try to hold back the smokes. This time ZywOo gets ahead of it by throwing himself into the staircase. Glaive looking for the answer, looking for something to tug on. How do you open this A site? How does he get through? Flames firing the AK from heaven. That's going to indicate a second rifle in play. Oh, nice movement from Flames to come down that ladder. Just as Outer is starting to slip into the hands of ENCE, he takes it back a bit.
Was a great clear.
Meanwhile, Kylar, who has successfully found footing on the A site, is actually stuffed. Goofy gets the trade frag back, but it is a Hades 1v3 off of Xtaz and his input. Vitality's defense holds strong with only 2 rifles they came into this round.
Give away 2 big rifle rounds back to back. Yeah, Glaive kind of knows what's going on. I mean, he's not going inside of lobby at all. He's playing outside of it. Maybe won't. Oh, wow. Yeah, he knows what's going on, man. This is really good. He covered that kill from ZywOo.
Excellently done.
Came back, pulled his teammates out of lobby to get moving with the rest of the round. And now they're organizing based on it. But he's also potentially left upstairs as an option.
They threw main smoke. So there's also utility usage going down upstairs, but at the same time, pressure here. 30 seconds,
look at that.
there
Look
it
at
goes.
That. This is a great call from Glaive, man. He actually figured this entire round out. Now they got to get 1 more kill.
Oh, Apex lines him up. 2 kills. Damage on the next, but the nade out of Glaive. He reopens the round. Flamesy's up from vent. It's a man advantage. Apex did everything he had to try and take this back from ENCE, but we've got Kylar back sight in the clutch. All he's got to do is shave them off 1 by 1, and he gets the first. Damage to the second, but Mezzy holds on. And Vitality, they won't let that 7th slip.
That's the play.
At a moment's notice, that squeaky door could be under siege, but there's not many moments left. 25 on the clock here in round 10. Glaive tries to take the tip of the spear. Fast flank out of Hades. Nice second shot. Apex in the open. It's a triple.
Going.
Hades just stopping it all. The AWP creeps in from main, and ZywOo, his counterpart, can do nothing. He's got to let them get off site. Hades, from start to finish so far in this round, has done everything that they needed to get that bomb plant. And again, 6 rounds, par for the course. Everything beyond is just icing on the cake. Mezzy hoping to cross around from main, but that angle surely being held by Hades. Oh, and denied, dude. Kylar's headshots are nasty, but not as nice as Hades op. 4 frags in a critical round to keep ENCE leaps and bounds ahead.
Wow, I honestly drop him into a hot action moment and like he takes off. And I was gonna say, go for it all the way, make it a movie, keep pushing after you get those first 3 kills. Sometimes I feel like after a 3K like that, Hades can fall back into playing like a standard smart way and then just get hit by an AK or something, somebody swinging on him. I'm really glad that that worked out with an extra kill at the end. What, a 2-on-5? Maybe a 2-on-4?
Just slam that A site. Nade to open up. Apex looking to hang on with just this measly MP9, but he does good damage with it in the background. Still, the front runners punctured through. ZywOo just missed this. Diha's not going to see anything, but if it comes down vent, it's perfect.
I don't even know. Like, there could still be someone backside, so I guess why not try to go for this flank?
Flamesy of 2 minds. He's going to come downstairs. Spinks going to get the best of him. 4 versus 3. Missed shot. ZywOo goes down to the hands of Goofy. And I mean, that's 2 good rifle moments out of ENCE versus ZywOo. Kylar last round from hut into sight, and this time Goofy opening up the A site.
And find a way to get back up into heaven, which sometimes is scary to do.
Oh man, now they're just laying on the hurt. Clearing Flames off the board. M4 for Spinks, all that's left. Cuban can't help but have a smirk from ear to ear because he feels this one coming. They definitely want to press in. Do they predict it? Flames on the off angle.
Oh man!
This is Glaive!
Dishing it out, baby. Just like old times.
I mean, unreal accuracy. His individual level.
And so much on the entries for this whole event as well. It's key part of his game when his form was on point. And hey, you don't even have to IGL that well if you get double entry. I'm telling you. So not only has been doing a great job as a caller, but his individual performances, not only his peaks, but his average, have been standing out.
Mandatory retake demanded. Apex falls out from the heavens, wings clipped. ZywOo, 1v5, nothing to pull on. Believe your eyes, a Polish core, 9-3 up on map 3 versus world's #1.
And the little expectations we have for them, this is more than astoundingly impressive. And
wow.
Oh my God, all right. Well, as I always said, shut up.
Hell of a way to kick it off. A warning of what's to come, perhaps. Now, we do have a player boosted in the ramp room. Glaive's going to try to take back that space ZywOo made. Nice tap, but he does lose control of the fence. Beretta's inside of Hut. Hades. Oh, it's a great distraction.
They're everywhere.
Diha, he presses his Berettas on the flank, and there's ZywOo continuing with the P250. But we've got Mezzi in what is an essential 1v3. Great gush.
Oh,
great
what?
God. He stays in the open, exposed to the ramp and down at the hands of Goofy. Kuban can feel it coming because we've got ENCE 3 rounds away from victory tonight.
Reaching escape velocity now, getting that pistol round. I mean, yeah, still nothing was promised, but now at 10 rounds and you steal away the pistol, even if you get ecoed at this point, you have a good lead. You have a CT side to get onto. You have really overcome the beast of Vitality and the #1 favorite for this entire tournament. The first tournament of the year from the best team coming out of last year.
Molly comes in, Kylar. It's gonna be safe here, looking to press that MP5 into anybody that looks to split sight. Flames comes in, looks at heaven. Goofy's got it from up above. It's a stuff. It's a shutdown, and it's Apex desperate to get anything going. An 11th in the bag for ENCE.
It has all gone wrong. Cuban, look at that, he's soaking it up already, and he's not one to get excited before the game's done.
No. As we hit a hiccup, unfortunately, in the round. But damage done, so round live. Glaive is gonna hold off on ramp room. ZywOo comes up from downstairs. Deagle into Glaive. Nice response from Goofy. Snaps the shot over, but Flames' AK opens up. They're gonna try to charge it downstairs. Kylar's holding. And Hades not far off. Apex comes through. Deagle headshot from him.
What?
It's a kill that he tries to press down into Hades. Hades recovers, Berettas are out, but they don't know that Diha's crashed, and so this is a round 1 for Spinks.
Wait, but, oh man.
Diha stands here, Spinks will plant, and
Oh my God.
round is over, folks.
Literally nothing they could do about it right now.
Nothing they can do.
Oh, that's tough. That does hurt.
You know, on the plus
I
side,
don't know what happened.
it's not 12-11, map 3.
It's not, yeah.
Luckily, there's a big bank of hype that ENCE can tap back into. Just remember, boys, you were smiling, you were celebrating just a round ago. Almost costs him. He's got support from Hades, and again, the potential for the hell flank.
The op already in place.
Wow, now crossing in the open. Yeah, dangerous, but Hades makes it. Whoa, going over to single, that's insane. As the Molotov comes down, he reopens the door. Hades playing on the gates of hell. Reed peeks out, just pulls Flames off the play. The pressure is immense.
The play.
He gets back into the single door. The amount of risk that Hades throws Vitality's way this time, and to do it in such a high-pressure moment with what could have been the entire team breathing down his neck. Glaive quickly off control, can't manage to get his second. There's the response back from ZywOo and Mezzi. The only two left to try and make this 2v4 happen. They've equaled things out. Kylar down to the single, ZywOo here to push, but it's Kylar clean with the rifles again, and last time Mezzi couldn't clutch it. Playing front silo, on site, wants to get out of dodge. He'll find a way to exit.
Yep, here's the other one running.
That's a good picture for Mezzi to work with, mentally knowing they're both over there in the depths of this site. Molotov goes a little too deep, Mezzi comes out, but a miss! And it's ENCE right back to winning ways.
Ooh, spray went awry. It was the control steps. Molly, Mezzi, if he took one kill there, he knows he gets both, or at least can play for time. This is, honestly, Hades, Hades made amazing plays here, hit some great shots, but I was with you when he crossed the decon. I was like, oh my God, this is nuts. So there were a couple, and then he ended up dying in decon. So there were a couple small timings where things almost went south, but you got to appreciate him getting in the middle of that in a round like this.
An organization that cut him in the place of Sunpius, returning with his countrymen. Had a hell of a time to come alive. It's Goofy backside to be tested. Glaive up above him to sweep one away. It's an all-in commitment from the Vitality camp, and they've got 3 sets of feet out from Squeaky. Kylar holds. And as bomb goes down, he senses a chance. Hades, ooh, missed shot on the snap over, so lobby falls to the hands of Vitality. Man advantage right there with it. And ENCE may have to just hold off.
Wow, it's not, I mean, it was very close to unwinnable right there, but in games like this, because this round was a pretty big opportunity that Vitality actually pulled back. That was a good upper defense, responded to by greater entries, but at one moment here, it was over. If Hades had hit his flick there, obviously hard shot, but if he hit it.
The limitless potential that ENCE seemed to have. But again, job's not done. Kylar peeks right into the AK of Spinks, and the A site crumbles. Goofy, just can't get there. Hades, it's a fast scout flank and a swap to the AK, but a bomb plant secured. And there goes the 8th. Surely, although slowly, Vitality get ever closer. The shadow that looms behind ENCE catching up. Meanwhile, poor Diha's just got an MP9 to try and hold off on the ramp. Frag grenade could be a little too late here. Kylar gonna peek in, and then decide to dive back. Fire removes him from the support of Diha, but at least now he's got Glaive. Do they try to crunch this?
Ooh, this could be the call, actually.
They're gonna throw themselves at the ramp fight, and if Mezzi's not ready, oh, he goes down. But Spinks inside of the corner, spotted out by Diha. He is locked in, and Kylar just got the supportive frag. They're gonna swing on Spinks. AK gets away, Diha comes through. Man advantage taken back.
That's
and
the Glaive difference.
The kill on Apex. There's the close. There's the dream, and the hopes of the Polish ENCE. As the road to the Spodek is still a long one, but the first step paved by the blood of Vitality.
That's the Glaive difference, baby. Right there.
Oh.
That was, that's a special way to end. I didn't want to give them too much credit with this new project. They've all been doing so good. You see those Kylar peaks? So sharp, good disengages and everything. And they just took out world's #1. The Grim Reaper knocking on every door, Katowice says. ENCE.
ENCE. And what lies ahead? A top-heavy G2 that's looking mortal. The returning champs who want to make that semi-final run. But ENCE step past Vitality to open it up. World's ranked 49 over top of #1. And in a round with no Hades, everybody else steps up.